How's it going, guys? Jake here, Dude Ranch DIY. We got Chris here behind me. We are loading up and filling up and oiling up the Husqvarna 455 Rancher and the Stihl MS 290 Farm Boss. And we are going to do a little head-to-head comparison, cutting up some ash. Got these two marking sticks. This one, show the end of it. This one's the new one. It's the Accu-Mark. And this is a new stick I'm going to be trying out here today. Very similar to the old one I've been using. Big magnet on the end. Biggest difference is that it's got this big, washer here, as opposed to, I think this is called the AccuStick, which has a much smaller washer there to, sit down in your last cut to make your marks accurate. One thing I did notice, the AccuStick has a ruler built into it, whereas the what's it called again? Accu-Mark does not have a ruler built into it. So you need to physically take a measuring tape and measure out, in this case, I have it set to 18 inches. But we're gonna try them out on both saws and see which one we like better. So they both go on with the magnets there. Nice and easy. And as you can see, we got a bunch of ash logs laid out here. So we're gonna try out the two sticks, just marking them up and see if the Accu-Mark is any better than the AccuStick. All right, so we just marked up the logs. Obviously, it doesn't take very long. We've been using that for a long time.
Yeah.
This one, pretty much the same concept. I do feel like, I don't know if that magnet's just a little worn out because it's gotten hit on the chain or something like that, but this one feels a little bit stronger.
It did.
This is nice. I think it makes it's definitely easier to get it right exactly on that mark, whereas this one, because it's small, kind of hard to judge because it's 18 inches out. You're not looking right in front of it, right?
I think that's the nicest part about this large washer.
I don't like if it had markings on it like that.
Yeah,
that would be nice. What does this go out to? I think like 24, 20, 26. I don't know how far this goes out. Oh, it just comes out.
Not very far.
So, well,
I mean, 26.
In theory, you could go like that. Well, so about the same.
Both are about 26.
About 26 inches each. This one, to adjust it, there's a little like screw here. You can slide it in and out and set it. I know that the Accu-Mark on their website, they advertise that they make ones that are specifically cut to 16 inches, specifically cut to 18 inches. This is the telescoping one. I think they call it the Accu-Mark Pro or something like that, so that you can adjust it, you know, for different sizes. The washer, I think, is the biggest thing, right?
It is.
I think the washer makes a difference. There was at one point where it kind of vibrated up a little bit, and then I had to like push it down just from the vibrations of the saw. Good product. I mean, we'll see how it holds up. We'll keep using it, obviously. This one's a little narrower as far as like the width goes. I don't know.
I think the markings are kind of key, though. If you have a special client that wants 16 inches or 14 inches rather than your regular 18, you know, then you got to go to the shop. You got to get your tape measure. You got to measure it out, lock it in,
right? And
you got to do that again when it goes to switching back to your regular size.
With this one,
yeah,
right?
Accu-Mark.
This one I do like. Oh, I mean, the magnets are strong. I do like how this one it has the measuring stick on there. However, this one does not tighten up. So there's been times where I'm cutting, or marking on a bunch of logs like this, and over time, you know, this does hit into things, and next thing you know, you're at 16.5 inches or something, and it just slid in. So the fact that this one locks to a certain extent, I mean, in theory, I guess you could take a wrench and really crank down on it so that it doesn't move, but I mean, that's enough resistance there, just by hand. You know, it's certainly more resistance than this one. So, all right, well, we'll keep using them, see how we like it. Again, this is the Accu-Mark, and this is the AccuStick. I'll put a link to both of these in the description below if you guys are interested. But like I said, I've been using this one for years. Today's the first day I'm using this. So far, so good. We'll see. bit harder to pick it up with the tractor, but we got it all over here. Got to cut some of those in half to thirds, but the load is gone, as you can see, so we're ready for more. Chris and I and my guys have been doing, what started out as just cutting down a couple trees, it's turned into a full-on land clearing project. And now the owner told Joe, who's our foreman at work, but we're doing this kind of on the side, told us that he now wants all the trees down. So that's going to be a lot of wood coming our way, which is a good thing, but figured got to make some room over where this load was dumped to bring home some more. So we're going to finish cutting this up, push it over to the splitter, and I think we're going to call it a day. Well, all right, we got it all cut up. All these little pieces we busted in half or thirds. And now I'm gonna take the tractor with the Everything Attachments Wicked Grapple, and we're gonna bulldoze them forward into the pile to get ready to be split up later on this week. Alright guys, that's it for this one. We made a lot of progress today. We actually filmed 2 videos today, so that's why we're in the same clothes. But we did some splitting before, did some cutting right now, got that load of ash all taken care of. Chris is over here larking, rehydrating. And we used the new Accu-Mark and Accu-Mark and AccuStick Pro. Chris used them most of the time today, but I saw you kept reaching for this one.
Yeah, I like the Accu-Mark a lot. That bigger washer on the outside of it really fits inside the kerf of the mark that you made before.
The last cut.
Right. Instead, where this one doesn't really fit into it, you kind of eyeball it, and this part gets, the stick itself gets pretty close to the log, so if there's any lump or nub,
like undulation,
it really kind of starts creeping up towards the edge of the bar.
Yeah, and it does kind of get in the way if there's like a knot or something sticking out. You mentioned that you found this one harder to stick in your pocket. Yeah, so when you're done cutting, you're cutting. All right, I'm done. I want to get through the whole log. All right, it's time to put it in the back pocket. But that washer kind of bumps up along your back, kind of falls out of your pocket. This one is because it doesn't have it. Yeah, you just kind of shoved in your pocket there, whereas this one, I guess if you put it sticking away from you, it's fine, but if you do, it does. I see what you mean there. So that's the thing. The other big thing we noticed is that, this one, as we said, has the ruler on it, the markings, which makes it nice and easy. This one, we've just been using this one to mark, to measure out how far to stick this one out. However, if you didn't have this, you'd have to have a measuring tape or, use a stick or something. I mean, after the first time, yeah, you could probably put a mark on this. I don't know what it's made out of. It kind of feels like an arrow, like a bow and arrow, like graphite or fiberglass or something. I'm sure you could use like a little white marker or something to make a mark for your 18-inch or 16, whatever mark. Both good products. I like how this washer is removable. So if it ever were to break or something, I think you could get a new piece. Magnet is removable as well with Allen keys, whereas this one is not. So all in all, both good, tools. I'll put links for both of them in the description below. If you guys got any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. But that's it. We're gonna wrap this up. I'm Jake. This is Chris. Yeah, I keep saying it for you. I don't know why. As always, if you like this kind of stuff, give us a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, share, comment. You know the drill. And we'll see you here next time. Dude Ranch DIY. Thanks for watching.